Good.
Nice. Congratulations, all of you. You're so inspiring. Now, people are hearing a little bit about the program. They don't have a lot of details about what it is when you guys talk about different aspects of the program. But what I'm inviting people to do is schedule a breakthrough call with me, a one-on-one call to talk about what have you been trying, how's it going, and what might I recommend at this point. All of you went through that. What would you tell people about that? Because some people are like, they don't want, they're scared to get on the phone. You're just going to try to sell me something, lady.
Well, a part of this is not the selling of it. I would like to say that you're going to hear about the sharing aspects of it, a little bit more detail from the expert in it, and that would be Dr. Ginny. So, of course, there are procedures and program questions. And when you are a searching individual, and at a point where you're trying to make that, you need to go to experts. A book is not the expert. If you got to speak with the author of the book, possibly. So yes, you get a chance to speak with the founder of the program and be able to ask all those questions. So it is about making a commitment. And I believe that when you make a commitment, you sometimes have to put some skin in the game. And the skin in the game is that which Dr. Jenny would be able to
Mm.
share with you. So pick
Thank
up
you,
the
Dr.
phone.
Thank you. Lily, I see your name, Leanne. I don't want to call you that. I see your hand up.
I feel like that call is when I started to recognize what the real issues were.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and it started to, it gave me some sense of relief, because as you explained to me how your program worked, it felt like it would be a fit for me. And
Yeah.
I could be very honest with you about what my concerns were and what my objections were. And you, in return, were very honest with me about what you could and could not do.
Yeah.
And that clarity helped me along. And I'm trying to think if, I remember being super excited about having the call with you because I started to feel a sense of hope. Like,
Mm.
okay, I'm going to try this one last thing. And then I would get that sense of panic. Oh, that'll never work.
Yeah.
But it is a bit of a leap of faith
Yeah.
and it is some vulnerability. So I would say that it is a safe place.
Thank you.
Um,
Yeah.
it is a very safe place to bring your fears
Yeah.
and your concerns, and regardless of whether you join the program or not, you will leave smarter at the end of the call because Jenny will have helped you understand where the problem's coming from.
Yeah, thank you. We'll wrap up in just a couple more minutes, but I just want to highlight something that you said, which is I do really try to help people see what the problem is because it's not always exactly what you think the problem is. So it's like we kind of figure that out together, and that is a benefit to people on that call. And you've referred a few people to me, Lily. I get the sense that you feel like if my program didn't seem right for them, I wouldn't try to sell it to them.
Right. Yeah, I felt I don't send my besties to just anybody. And I knew, and one of them is particularly skeptical and fussy. I was a little worried about sending her just from what it would do to Ginny, not the other way around. She could be a handful. She is super fussy, and she is an awesome lady, best friend of all time. But I know who she is, and yeah, I didn't know if she would want to do the program or not, but I felt confident that she could have that call and
Yeah,
they would take
thank
it
you.
from there.
Yeah, she's one who says her husband particularly values the results is particularly benefiting. Anybody else, Elaine or Colleen, do you want to say anything about doing that call?
I would just say, it's a dialogue where you're addressing something that's really important and meaningful is challenging. It's full of kind of give and take, but I mean, your life depends on some of those dialogues. And so it's definitely, as Louis said, it's a safe zone to do that. But it takes a little courage, and I think we all deserve courage, to make their lives. So it's definitely worth giving it a try.
Thank you. I just know people are listening going, if I could be part of this group, I'm in. I want to associate with these women. Colleen, did you want to add something?
Yeah, I would just say that that call made all the difference in the world to me. So I really did have a lot of questions about whether this was the right program for me and whether it fit, because I wasn't coming from the big numbers. And there's no way that I would have joined the program, and my life would not be nearly what it is today if I hadn't made that call. And it was really just a safe space for me to say, like, here's my concern, what do you think? But then I remember that the conversation kind of went from there, and it was actually some coaching, and you were able to pinpoint some things that really felt, very direct and bang on to me that I hadn't even considered. And yeah, so it was just all of the information and support and coaching that I also got from that initial call. And it also allowed me to see that, yes, I wanted just to kind of jump and say yes and trust. So
Yeah.
I too would encourage anyone who's on the fence, make the call. Yeah, Ginny doesn't bite. She's so wonderful. And whatever it is that anyone has to share or might be nervous about, it's okay. Yeah, you can have that conversation with you.
Thank you so much. I love you guys. I really appreciate you taking all this time to share with other women. I really feel like it's very inspiring, and it's great seeing you all so successful. That's what I'm here for. I want people to get these breakthroughs. It's not that hard, right? It's easier than people think in a lot of ways. Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. We'll close out here. Take care.